my name is Shamika Smith, and welcome to our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons. I serve as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy, and I'm so excited to welcome our guest. Come on into the room, Stacia.
Hi, Shamika. Thank you so much for having me. Good.
Awesome. Well, I am so excited to again welcome you here. I'm just going to have you get a bit of an introduction to yourself to our audience, and then we'll get started with our topic today.
All right, awesome. So as you've already said, I'm Stacia Solomon, and I am a person who I consider myself a higher education guru. I'm very passionate about all things college, all things post K-12 education is where I feel like I have a strong suit. I've been in higher education for a little more than 20 years now. I've had the opportunity to work at some large major universities. Right now, I'm working for a very popular private university here in the RDU area, and it really is my passion to work with historically underrepresented populations, meaning Black and Brown people, and really encouraging them and informing them about their options and making sure that they have the proper information to access all of the resources that are available to them post high school.
I love that. I love it. I love the wealth of experience that you're going to bring to the conversation today. So thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of our broadcast today.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have invited Stacia to come and talk about what can parents or single mothers or even single fathers do to prepare their sons for college. And so she's going to be talking about roughly 3 to 5 strategies that, again, whether you're raising a son or whether you know of a male who wants to go to college. So again, she's going to be talking about, again, 3 to 5 strategies of how you can actually prepare your son for college. So let's get started with the first strategy. Absolutely. What is your second strategy, Stacia?
So the next one is more about exploring career options, because all of your academic program should lead to being gainfully employed. So what better way to figure out what they want to study in school than by looking at the professions and the careers that really intrigue and interest them. So encouraging your boys to really explore that and going beyond what may be completely obvious, such as like your doctors and lawyers, great careers to aspire towards. But what about, being a neuroscientist? What about being a college professor? What about, being someone who, is designing, vehicles at building the BMWs, those types of things. Like if your son really is intrigued by fast cars, having those deep conversations with them and taking them beyond just what they may see on the surface, like, oh, I really like that beautiful car. Well, let's talk about that beautiful car. Have you thought about how it's made? Have you thought about, how it gets to have that power that it has? Like, what do you think is related to that? And then taking them into the math and science and things of that nature. So sometimes almost tricking them, if you will, or allowing them to see or kind of make the connection between their academics and the careers. And that in turn, hopefully will help them to, if you've had challenges with your son and really taking his academics seriously, if he can see how it would benefit him to get him to his end goal, then maybe he will decide to take a more vested interest in that and really be more passionate about it. So some resources for you to be able to do that. Whether or not you live in the state of North Carolina, it really doesn't matter. It's a free resource. It's called nccareers.org. If you go to that website there are a few different interest inventories that your son can do. And I think they're designed from middle school age on up. They go through and answer a few questions, and then it will help to get them thinking about different careers, which you can then map back to, well, what should I study in college? So again, it's kind of starting with the end in mind and moving backwards to get them to think about that. Another good way about exploring career options is speaking to family members and friends. What are you doing? What are you working on day to day? What types jobs do you have? What is entailed in that job? And then also paying attention to what your child naturally enjoys. What do they really like to do? Is your child one that likes to tear things apart and then try to figure out how they work? You know, maybe instead of like being angry with him for tearing things up, and I understand I got a son that does the same thing, and it can be really infuriating. But at the same time, if I take a step back and look at, okay, why is he doing that? Is he really curious about how this works? Let me tap in a little bit deeper. Maybe there's a bit of engineering in him. Maybe he's a bit of a scientist. Like, you know, really figuring out and taking some time to pay attention to what your son enjoys and figuring out how that may align with his career interests. And then steering him in that direction, that in turn will hopefully intrigue him to move to some type of training beyond high school, whether it's a 4-year degree or whether it's a trade school. It really doesn't matter, but getting them that training and that education that they need post high school is what we're really going for.
Absolutely. I think the unique thing about this concept of exploring career options is that a lot of times our males, and again, these are generalizations, but they have a tendency to model their career aspirations based on an athletic or sporting event or sporting professional or the music profession as well. And though there's nothing wrong with either one of those, what passion do you have? Or I think sometimes to talk about what problem is it that you're trying to solve, and then like you said, work your way backwards to, if this is the problem that you're trying to solve, then what college degree, and then what high school class. You know what I'm saying? So I love you're talking about this idea of exploring career options for our boys.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And thinking beyond, I mean, there are jobs out now that people are doing that did not exist 5 years ago, did not exist 10 years ago. It was just an idea or a need arose, and someone rose up to meet that need, and it became a profession. It became a career. And sometimes just having those conversations with our sons and let them know that they have that in them to be creators, to be inventors, to be the first to do something, and that's okay. They don't have to follow a mold. They don't have to follow a pattern per se. It's okay for them to chart their own course. We just need to help to guide them and keep them on a good track.
Absolutely. And I think that level of engagement, because it's, again, something about a boy, because I'm going to use the term boy, not young man, a boy, when they begin to see possibilities beyond whether it's their current environment or sometimes their school's environment, they're actually able to see and sometimes even experience, whether it's through an internship or co-op, this is what my career could be. And in recognizing, unlike our predecessors that stayed in their positions for 30 plus years, typically, again, the research saying they're staying in there maybe 4 or 5 years, or they're going and pursuing entrepreneurship opportunities. And so it's almost like there is no limit to what they can ultimately explore if they choose to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm so excited to introduce our board of directors. We first of all have Sharon Thomas, who serves as the board chair. We have Tamala Anderson, who serves as our board secretary. And we have Tanisha Cameron Cole, who serves as our treasurer. If you're looking to lend your area of expertise and you're looking to volunteer to be one of our board members, visit our website at www.brotherhoodofexcellenceacademy.org for an application. Shamika Smith, and I hope that you have had the opportunity to enjoy our broadcast. I hope that you walked away with nuggets of wisdom, leadership components, and things that you could implement, whether it be in your family or whether it be in your learning environment or your teaching environment or whatever the case may be. Our hope and our prayer is that you walked away with something that is very tangible, that you can use immediately. If you have enjoyed this broadcast, take a moment and share it with others so that we can continue to spread the word of how we are utilizing the component of empowerment through our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons, so that others can be empowered as we all walk in this thing called life together. Also, if you are looking to donate to an organization, please consider us. We are a 501c3 organization, and so all donations are tax deductible. Once again, if you are looking for an opportunity to give in order for us to continue this broadcast, visit our website, also listed below, but also take a moment to just donate or share or let individuals know of the great work that we're doing under our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons. We are so honored and privileged that you have taken time out of your day. We know we are all busy. And we are so excited that you have taken time out of your day to come and learn a leadership nugget, a word of wisdom, or something that we hope that will encourage you on your journey. Once again, I am Shamika Smith. I serve as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Again, visit our website located at the bottom of your screen, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.